A flash of bright light, and then nothing. The Taking by Kimberly, Derting. When 16-year-old Kira Agnew wakes up behind the dumpster at the gas and sip, she is seriously confused. The last thing she can remember is a bright light. With a terrible headache, she heads home, only to discover that 5 years have passed, and she hasn't aged a day. Everyone she cares about has moved on. Her boyfriend Austin is in college and is dating her best friend. Her mom and dad are divorced. Her mom has a little boy now, and her dad is not the man she used to know. Instead, he's a disheveled conspiracy theorist who blames her disappearance on aliens. Kira needs answers, and with Austin gone, she turns to his little brother Tyler. Together, they retrace her steps of that fateful night she disappeared. They find out that Kira isn't the only one who's been taken, and maybe her father isn't that crazy after all. I'm just going to read a short passage. We start off in the middle of an argument between Kira and her father. I said stop. I yelled at my dad, and when I heard the screech of the Prius's tires skidding to a complete stop, I leapt out of the car. By the time my feet hit the ground, I was already running, but I was moving too fast, and I was crying now too. I couldn't see where I was going, and I tripped on the unforgiving asphalt. I barely registered my dad's voice coming from behind me, and I definitely didn't feel pain, at least not yet. But I knew from years of sports injuries that adrenaline could mask the initial discomfort, and you would always feel it later. I was still getting up, brushing away bits of rocks and gravel from my uniform and from my hands, which had taken the brunt of the skidding part of my fall, when everything around me went white. White, like blinding white. It came in a flash, all at once, from somewhere that seemed both far away and right on top of me at the same time. In that moment, I couldn't see anything, but I heard my dad. He was screaming this time, screaming and screaming. My chest felt tight, and my eyes burned as I tried to find him, tried to see through the light that scorched my retinas. All I knew was that one moment I was in the middle of a deserted stretch of highway, arguing with my dad about scholarships and boys, and the next minute my limbs were tingling and I felt weightless and dizzy. Then, nothing. So there you have it. If you like the sound of The Taking, you'll be happy to know there is a second book called The Replaced. But I don't have it to show you right now because it's checked out of the library. Someone's reading it, which goes to show you this is a popular series. So come into the library and check out The Taking. Get on Facebook and Twitter at HDHS Media Center and let us know what you think about it. See you next Wednesday.